Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mwangi Kiunjuri was today put on the spot over the 2,300 shilling price tag the government has set on a 90-kilogram bag of maize that it plans to buy from farmers. Members of the National Assembly's Agriculture Committee told Kiunjuri that the price was unacceptable as farmers will incur huge losses. And as Enock Sikolia reports, the MPs say they will mobilise farmers to boycott selling their produce to NCPB at the set price.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
After skipping several invitations by members of the National Assembly's Committee on Agriculture, CS Mwangi Kiunjuri walked into the committee room to respond to questions relating to his ministry, the illegal payments made to non-existent farmers, and the planned purchase of maize from farmers this year.
And if you ask me today whether I need to be minister or retain my dignity, I will take my dignity and walk home.
Kiunjuri coming under pressure to explain how the government settled on buying maize from farmers at 2,300 shillings per 90 kilograms bag.
And we want to know why not 3,200 previously given price. Why should it be 2,300?
It's a team that comes up, including Tegemeo Institutes, who are supposed to carry out scientific come up with a scientific process that should be able to guide us.
The set price of maize will potentially set the stage for conflict with an angry pool of farmers already suffering losses from last year's harvest. Legislators from North Rift on Tuesday set the ball rolling. For them, the price of 2,300 shillings per bag is unacceptable.
Because VAT was added the other day to all agrochemicals, which was not there, which I thought should also be one of the factors that should improve the price, not actually reduce, because there was no VAT on agrochemicals. And considering also that when you add VAT on fuel, it also increases the cost of production. So I don't know whether all those factors were considered.
I would be ready to request SFR to give us a proper formula so that it can be interrogated by the committee.
You can come up with whatever formula you have. Is not acceptable by the farmers in North Rift. We would rather stay with our maize, and I can tell you that for sure, that I will not sell my maize, and 100 of them will not be able to sell that maize. Because that, if you look at the cost of production, has not changed. We suffered so much.
Well, coming up with the price, the National Strategic Reserve SFR cited dynamics brought about by large imports during the duty-free window ordered by the government last year. Legislators questioned how the ministry and the NCPB plans to move forward, given that most silos are still full and yet farmers are harvesting. The legislators, however, asked the CS and the ministry officials to review the prices, stating that farmers need to be protected if food security is to be achieved.
Unless you address the cartels who are both in the ministry, who run the National Cereals and Produce Board, we will not move. Because even if you were to consider, if you were to ask the SFR officials who are doing the pricing to come up with 2,300, most of them did not have the right price for the cost of fertilizer.
The CS says heads have begun to roll at the NCPB. Enock Sikolia, Citizen TV, Nairobi.